Alright, Oil Ocean. Just playing through this one. Got nothing to worry about, we're just going. I should probably save, actually. It's been a while. I got heated last video. I got heated about Power Stone. Guys, if you have an opportunity to, play Power Stone. Like, look it up. Look Power Stone up. If you're a fan of fighting games, regardless, if you don't know what Power Stone is, look it up. Look up ways you could play it. Give it a try. You know? Power Stone is one of those series that needs to come back, and I know Capcom's not going to. But they need to. You can't tell me Capcom listens to fans. I don't think Capcom actually listens to fans at all. I will be proven wrong when Mega Man gets all the collections that it deserves. The Battle Network collection, the Legends collection, the Star Force collection, just a collection of all the Mega Man games. I will eat my words when that happens, because I know Battle Network fans are craving for a collection. Legends fans are craving for a collection, or a re-release of some kind. So until Capcom acknowledges those fans, I'm gonna say Capcom doesn't listen to fans at all. Mega Man 11 wasn't a thing for the fans. They knew it was gonna make money, so they were going to do it. Like, again, surprisingly, I hate to say it, I think Sega listens to their fans more so than fucking Capcom does. Because remember when, well, a lot of you might not know if you weren't in that space, but Sonic Forces has DLC, and Supersonic is DLC in Sonic Forces. In order to play Supersonic, you had to download the DLC. And when they announced that, it was going to be, I think they said it was going to be $6 for the DLC, and fans hated it. Fans did not like the idea that they had to pay for Supersonic. Sega heard them and just made it free! Like, Sega listens. That's the fucking crazy part about it. Sega actually acknowledges fans. Capcom, I don't know. I can't think of any instance where fans outcried over something related to a Capcom game and Capcom backpedaled. You know? You can give me suggestions in the comments, like, moments of that happening, because I might just not be looking in the right places. I'm yelling at Capcom for all this shit, but I can yell at Sega for similar shit of not acknowledging, like, older IPs and not doing anything with them and shit like that. Like, I can do the exact same fucking thing. It's just that I know Sega is aware of their stupid bullshit. I know they're keeping IPs hostage for a reason. But, like, I can't be completely mad about them because they are bringing older IPs back. They brought back Streets of Rage. They brought back Alex Kidd. They brought back Space Channel 5. They're bringing back old IPs. It's just you have to look for it. You have to be aware of it. They brought back Panzer Dragoon. Like, there's a lot of them I can just keep naming. It's just that nobody is aware of it because they're not the big IPs they're asking for. Like, fans are asking for a new Jet Set Radio. Fans are asking for a new Crazy Taxi. Fans are asking for a new Choo Choo Rocket. Which, they did bring a new Choo Choo Rocket. It's just exclusive to Apple products, which is bullshit. Fans are asking for a new Skies of Arcadia. Like, but Sega is bringing back older IPs that, like, you wouldn't know about it unless you're already a fan of that series, you know? Like, if I told you a new Alex Kidd came out this year, you wouldn't believe me. But, yeah, a new Alex Kidd came out this year. And that's the thing, like, if you're like a Jet Set Radio fan, you're focused on Jet Set Radio news. You don't care about if Space Channel 5 gets a VR game. So I can at least say with Sega, they're listening. They're bringing back older IPs. They're aware of it. They're just not bringing ones. They're not bringing back the ones that people are actually asking for. Like, I don't think anyone sat back and said, I want a new Alex Kidd. Who the fuck asked for a new Alex Kidd? Nobody. But I know some people are like, I want a new Space Channel 5, because Space Channel 5 does have a fan base. I want a new Panzer Dragoon, because that one is a very, very niche fan base. But they got it. In my opinion, not a great game. But that just might be me, because I paid $60 for it. I'm the idiot. So yeah, I could say Sega is doing way more about bringing back older IPs and older franchises than Capcom is doing. Like, Capcom brought back Ghosts and Goblins and Mega Man. Great. Awesome. Where the fuck is Darkstalkers? Where the fuck is Final Fight? Where the fuck is... Let me think of another one. Where the fuck is Bionic Commando? And if you ask me, a franchise... I would consider a franchise dead if there wasn't a title of that game released for the current generation, you know? Like, a collection sort of counts, but also, if it's as old as fucking Golden Axe, I don't think it counts. So, like, as scarce as Mega Man games were back in the day, like, it's kind of weird, now that I think about it, how so many people considered Mega Man dead for the longest time, just because he wasn't getting new games, but when I think about it, Mega Man has, like, a game, like a brand new game, on every generation of systems. And that's the thing that's, like, crazy about it for me, because, like, so many people are like, oh yeah, Mega Man was dead for, like, so many years, because blah 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 blah, but at least you can say, if you own, like a PS2, there were Mega Man games on PS2. If you own a PS3, there are Mega Man games on PS3. If you own an Xbox, are there Mega Man games on Xbox? I'd imagine so. Probably not, though. But same generation as the PS2. There are Mega Man games on it. There are Mega Man games on Game Boy. There are Mega Man games on DS. There are so many Mega Man games. Why was the series considered dead? Like, did people say Mega Man was dead because there wasn't a new mainline Mega Man game in so many years? Like, classic Mega Man? Because, like, if I think about it, during the gap between Mega Man 8 and Mega Man 9, they were still making Mega Man games. Just not classic Mega Man games. Like, there's so many goddamn Mega Man Battle Network games. You cannot tell me the series was dead during the Game Boy era. There's so fucking many of them. Hell, there's a classic Mega Man game on Game Boy Advance. Oh, what? This is a thing? What the hell? Okay, that's weird. Like, sure, the gap between Mega Man 8 and 9 are big, and probably the gap between the last Mega Man game prior to Mega Man 9 is big. I don't know what that is, but I assume it's either a Battle Network or a Star Force game. I don't know. If that's the case, were Mega Man games really expecting, like, the second the new generation started, like, oh my god, we're getting a new Mega Man game on the Xbox 360, oh my god. In 2006? Oh, I'm dead. Interesting. It's like, that's the fucking craziest thing to me. Wait, why do I still have my rings? Wow, this mode is weird. If you were to ask me what franchises were dead during the Xbox 360 era, it's whatever game didn't get a game during the Xbox 360 era. Like, people like to joke and say, haha, Sonic's a dead franchise because all their games are bad. At least Sonic had games. That's more than you can say about fucking... God damn it. That's more than you can say about fucking Ghosts and Goblins. Like, before Resurrected came out, when was the last Ghosts and Goblins game? I don't even know. I know a lot of people have different opinions about what a dead franchise is. Like, a dead franchise is either one that is just not making good games, or one that hasn't had a game in years. That's how I see it. If a game didn't get a new game in their respective series during a console generation, I would consider that series dead. For the time being. I don't know why I can't get over this. Like, Metroid? Yeah, Metroid was dead. But at least Nintendo is, like, acknowledging Metroid now. We've gotten a bunch of Metroid games. Some of them we didn't ask for, but some of them are really appreciated, like Metroid Samus Returns. I'm sure Metroid fans were asking for a remake of Metroid 2. Do you know where Metroid 2 is on? It's on the fucking Game Boy. Try to play Super Metroid on a goddamn Game Boy. Not Game Boy Advance, no, I'm talking about the original Game Boy. My god, I don't want to be back down here, please. No, come on. Bro, why can't I get out of this? So if you ask me, Metroid was dead because there is a significant, huge gap in between games for that series. Mega Man, not so much. Mega Man fans didn't have to wait fucking decades for a new game. Like, if you're a classic Mega Man fan, sure, yeah, we can make that argument. But Mega Man in general was not dead. He still had games. It's weird because if you look at like what the console generations are, for some reason, Wikipedia lists Nintendo Switch as the console generation before, as if the Wii U never existed, which is weird. But Mega Man 11's on Nintendo Switch, so there is a Mega Man game, a new Mega Man game on a current gen console, so Mega Man's not dead right now. Metroid is gonna be fucking thriving on the Nintendo Switch once Prime 4 comes out. And then if we get a collection of all the 2D Metroid games, oh man, the Switch is gonna be a prime home for the Metroid series. Because you'll be able to just play them all. Granted, if they do re-release Metroid Prime Trilogy, I hope they re-release it as the Metroid Prime Collection and have a remastered Metroid Prime Hunters on it or something. Or an upscaled version, even. I would take an upscaled version of Metroid Prime Hunters. Because I'll be honest, I haven't beaten Metroid Prime 2 yet, but Metroid Prime Hunters was really fun for me. Sure, it gave me carpal tunnel, but it was a good game, in my opinion. I also played it on Wii U, so that helped. I don't know how I went on that long of a fucking tangent from Power Stone. Power Stone's dead. Power Stone's so dead. That's another thing, actually. Another Capcom-related thing. People considered Marvel vs. Capcom dead in between the release of 3 and Infinite. Which, if I think about it, I don't... Like, to me, if I were to remember from memory, yeah, it felt like a very long time. But I don't think it's as long as between fucking Metroid titles, you know? I hate admitting this, but I was extremely young when Marvel vs. Capcom 3 came out. And I remember being a tiny little fucking kid walking into a game store asking if they have Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 before the game even came out. It was like a week before the game came out. I was asking stores if they had it. And like... Now I'm in college and the next Marvel vs. Capcom game came out. Yeah, that's a super fucking long time. God, that's so weird thinking about that, actually. When I was in elementary school, the current generation was the Xbox 360. And then when I was in high school, the current generation was PlayStation 4. That is so crazy. Wow, time flies by so fast when you're not thinking about it. Jesus Christ. God damn, dude, I'm dying so much during this. Okay, no, here's a good example, actually. Here's a good example. Like, people considered Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the series, dead after Ultimate, right? Because there wasn't going to be a new one for a very long time. No one considers Street Fighter dead. No one was begging for a new Street Fighter when after a few years of 4 coming out. And I'm sure if I looked up the calendar, it would be it's probably a huge gap between 4 and 5, right? Like, that's just how you have, that's how I see it. Like, that's just the current game of that generation. Are those. Like, you don't need a new game if there's already a game on that system, right? Which is why they released Ultimate MVC3. It's just an upgraded version of the original. Like, that's how I see it. It's different from like a platformer series where like they can keep on like doing new plots, things. They can keep on doing like new ideas and all that. But if you're a fighting game, I'm pretty sure you can only improve upon a fighting game so many times before you move on to the next generation, right? Which is why, you know, for the original, they had 2 DLC characters. It's like, you know what? Let's make a better version of Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And then they made Ultimate with even more characters. You know? Like, if you're going to make a new fighting game of that series the same console generation, it's going to be the same thing, just with new characters. Why call it Marvel vs. Capcom 4? I don't know why I started getting really into this conversation. It's just, it's something I thought about just now. Like, I didn't think about this until like just now, how series are considered quote-unquote dead. Like, that's so weird, now that I think about it. How so many people consider different things dead depending on different circumstances, you know? I keep fucking dying. God damn. I'm so glad I went on a tangent, though, because this felt way quicker. How long has it been, actually? Have I been recording for 2 hours? I've been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes. I went on a fucking tangent, dude. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys consider are dead franchises and why you consider them the way they are. Because now I'm curious, because I know a lot of people have different mindsets of what a dead franchise is, and it's just weird to me how it is. Like, I know a friend who keeps saying, oh, Sonic is dead. Bro, they had like 3 games this console generation alone. Are you sure about that? A 4th one coming up soon, too. I don't know, it's just so weird. Like, if you ask me... No, you know what? It's the end of the video. Go to the next video. I'll continue from there.